Alrighty then. So we're gonna get underway here. It starts when he goes at the bottom of his rope, because that's when you gain control. I'll shout it out, of course. And the time starts right now. Alright, so this is Super C. This game is a lot trollier than the first one. You may think, well, that's absurd. Contra is so trolly. It is. This game, they really ramped up. Speaking of, they're already spawning really bad amounts of enemies behind me. You obviously don't want to stop as much as possible. Or I should say, in order to do that, you want to shoot downwards when the enemies are coming at you. Like, we're gonna play... Oh. We're gonna play Get the Spread Gun, because we missed the flame. The big time save in this one is using... Or the big time save now in this game is using flame strats, because the flame is way stronger than the spread on bosses in this game. The spread is still, like, the ideal weapon for stages, but on the bosses, the flame is just way stronger. They actually, I should say, the reason for that is because they tone down the damage spread does on bosses. That is an actual thing they tone down in-game. It does, like, 50% damage on bosses, which makes it last quite a bit longer. This is most notable in Stage 3. We're going to switch over to the flame in the next stage, though. But spread still makes all the stages a lot easier. Another reason... Huh? What's going on?
We got another donation.
Oh, read it off!
By Ursa for the Zelda 2 file name being Forte. Just 1 cent over Rockman now.
Oh, 1 cent. The tables can turn so easily, and it could be you, the viewer, that turns it. Oh, crap. Wow, this is not a good screen spot, but that's okay. Alright. Yeah, feel free to tell me to zip it if we got donations coming in. But yeah, the flame, as you can see, it's not a stupid little tiny circle attack like it is in the first game. It's a ball of fire this time. And it's significantly powerful. It's the most powerful gun in the game. Also, you can charge it up if you hold it for 30 frames, so half a second. Ah, yeah, we'll get you way up. And that does a huge amount of damage. It also goes through a ton of enemies as well, to where the regular flame shot does not. This stage is like one of the trollier stages in the game. This and stage 7 are unbelievably trolly. So let's see how this one goes. Alright, pick up a rapid fire here. We don't have to worry about it. Those things actually don't have like a hitbox once you get to a certain point. Alright, once that thing starts blowing up, you can't actually jump over that stupid cannon, but once it starts blowing up, you can jump over because it will lose its death hitbox. So this is where we're going to start using more of the just shooting down. The nice thing about flame, too, is you see when it hits the ground there, it creates like that 4-way pattern, or if you charge it up, it's an 8-way pattern. I'm gonna turn around and do that, because that's actually faster, because it would lag way too much if you didn't clear those guys. But it makes it significantly easier just to keep going right, and then you shoot down, and then you can kill all the enemies that are being nuisances behind you. Alright. Play this boss a little simple this time, so we don't die. The flame, you can kill this guy making only shoot once before it even gets to the right side of the screen if you do it right. He's a pretty annoying guy. Yeah, Babalu is the name of that boss. So this is where fire saves like 4 or 5 seconds. You can kill this boss. You can essentially 3-cycle this boss if you do it right. Its hitbox actually comes available right away. Oop. That was a 5-cycle because I accidentally didn't shoot the second round of flame shots there. But But yeah, normally you'd have to have the spread just mash, 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 mash. You'd have to actually shoot one of those turrets out of the way. But with Flame, you can just go to the side and wreck its entire life, and it saves a lot of time. Alright, so these bubbles are random, by the way. It will be luck if I can get through here without dying. I got lucky. How nice. Yeah, it's completely lucky if you get past that spot or not. The bubbles can just decide to shoot to the left, and there's nothing you can do about it. And this is a heavy reset point in the run. Alright, so this is where the newest strats actually came for this game. On the second elevator, there's a frame-perfect shot, for whatever reason, and it can only be done with the Flame. If you frame-perfect shot into the first turret that spawns, when the elevator's rising, you'll see as it'll rise really fast in the beginning and then stop and slow down to the speed that it's at now. But if you hit that frame, it will climb up and just keep climbing and keep going. I mean, I could try it. I don't think it's gonna work, but I missed it. But that turret right there, I think it's the frame that becomes available. The elevator will just keep going up. It'll kill you, but it'll just keep going up and up and up and up. And I think it saves over 10 seconds if done correctly. It's a huge time save. This one only came out recently, kind of recently, but you would get the spread right there. But I think I'm gonna try to go at the boss with flame strats like old times, for old time's sakes. But yeah, the new strat is to hit that turret, lose your fire, but gain a ton of time, simply for the elevator not being a slow auto scroller. So we always need to add auto scrollers to our games. Oh, whoops! I don't know what I was doing there. So now we get to do low percent on this boss. It's okay. He's not too hard of a boss. We call him Laser Chandelier. It's a solid name. So no bonuses for this boss now.
Alright, we got another donation.
Oh yeah.
Madville donated $5. Put this toward the thing being named Blues.
Blues?
Yep, so now we have 4 names for the incentive that didn't quite beat Netlink.
Awesome job, awesome job. Come on, get those donations in for the Zelda. Name that file. Name that file. You got Fat playing Zelda 2 next. That's good times. Alright, this is an interesting stage. You can cut these corners pretty tight. Oop. Apparently a little too tight at times. Alright. We get spread here. This is where you would normally get spread back if you died in the previous stage at all. There we go. In the old Flame route, we actually held Flame on until the next stage, because Flame is still slightly faster on this boss. There we go. But the new strats, you would already have spread at this point, so all you would want is the rapid fire attachment to it, which we grabbed. Alright, so this boss, his hitbox doesn't become hittable. I mean, it sounds like you're hitting him, but it actually doesn't do any damage until he's right there. And then you can just completely mash him down by being in the proper position. I'm expecting it. You need to get that donation incentive. Name that file. Alright, Area 6 is another top-down. The top-down views, and also what you saw them continue into Contra 3 with on the Super Nintendo. This is what replaced the base stages in the first Contra. And I am A-okay with this. The base stages in Contra 1 are so frustrating. You see, that was random. the mouths are completely random, just like the bubbles. There's nothing you can do if it spawns under you. You just have to deal with it. So now we're gonna try a spread grab here. Got it. All right. That's a pretty tight grab, so I'm pretty happy we managed to get our spread back without wasting any time there. That's the old spread grab you would do, and there's a reason you want to switch back to spread at this point. Not so much for this boss, but it's for the next stage. Flame definitely murders the bosses fastest. That much is true. But spread will help with the next stage immensely faster than what Flame would. This is another boss where it sounds like you're hitting him, but his hitbox doesn't become available until a little after he starts shooting. So for swag, I just destroy the snake that comes out of the left arm.
Alright, we got $10 from Andy.
Oh.
Andy Sweet. That says, time to donate some dollars so Prissy can buy me a beer at the GDQ.
Oh.
So thank you for that.
Beer buying hype. Nice job, nice job. Alright, that was very unfortunate RNG. There's what just happened. These guys shoot the little bullets out. And they are random where they go. And I jumped to try to save time there, but normal, and I got the one and only stupid thing that could hit me. So I ended up losing spread right away. Still, the default machine gun is still faster. This is where the time save would come. As you can see, with Flame, you just wouldn't have the speed to get through this part well. Low percent is still faster right here than Fire would be. It's alright, we got our spread back. Hopefully we get to keep it this time. Alright, we got the alien chest bursters from the Alien movie here. Like, it's very obvious at this point what they were going for. Oof, that's another unfortunate death. Alright, gonna go a little low percent here. Getting a little low on lives. Might not be able to do go for the wit on the next stage if this keeps going like this without threatening a game over.
Oh, we got the snipe.
Oh! Snipe.
$25 from Shelly to name the Zelda 2 Dr. Light.
Oh, Dr. Light! Very nice, very nice.
And he says, Shelly lul.
Nice touch. Alright, so this is the last stage in the game. What we're hoping for here is to try one of the hardest glitches in the entire game. We're gonna see if we can nail it. Alright, so far so good at the beginning of the stage. This stage can be tricky in the beginning. Oh! I spoke too soon. That only sucks because I lost the life. I was gonna die anyways, but unfortunately I lost the life in the process. Alright, but we're still gonna go for it. Screw it. Swag is too important. Alright, we take an intentional death here to push yourself and your spawn on this part of the screen. For whatever reason, this breaks the upcoming part of the game. Alright. Alright, we missed it. Alright, what happens here is this gets broken. Now, the old route was to just die again here. This still ends up saving time over the, just running through this part. What happens, though, what we call hitting the wit now, Whitman Price found a strat where you could actually, for whatever reason, if you pause in the right frame, the wall, when it comes down like that, won't kill you. And it became RTA viable, and this saves an additional, like, 5-6 seconds overall. Palette swap. Woo! And you can actually live and grab Flame for the final boss, which is much faster than shooting it with your pea shooter. Which does exceptional damage, and it's just another trick in this game It's about 5 or 6 frame perfect pauses you have to do on that part correctly. Time is when my guy's gonna stand up here. Time. That's Super C.
GG.
Thank you. Still cut the
Good
15, not bad.
Good runs.
Thank you, appreciate it. It's a very trolly game, so it's very hard to get